Hi everyone. So I'm going to add hello. मुसीबत याद आता है ना. Hello. Hi, assalamu alaikum. So I have already prepared kebabs that I'm gonna put over the onions, the meat, so that हम लोग जल्दी जल्दी इस सेशन को ख़त्म कर सके क्योंकि फिर बहुत लंबा हो जाता है. मुझे लगता है बहुत ज़्यादा लंबा हो जाता है ना. मैं चाह रही थी कि सेशन लाइव जो है जल्दी ख़त्म हो. इस वजह से मैंने आधी चीज़ें पहले कर लिया. मसलन के जो अनियंस ऊपर डालने होते हैं वो पहले फ्राई कर लिए. जो कबाब ऊपर डालने थे वो भी पहले बना लिए, so that it doesn't take a lot of time. And here I am putting the dalia, the porridge, the wheat, and I'm gonna boil it until it's very soft and squishy. I'm trying to be really quick for you guys, and enough water for it to boil. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to remove the tape from this thing, but anyways, don't worry about that. So until this boils, I'm going to show you the meat that I've already prepared. Here it is. I've shared the recipe in my short. So this is the prepared meat. I'm going to separate it from the bones. I'm going to work quickly today. Thank you for those of you who are joining my live session right now. I'm going to cover it and let it boil and keep checking on it. I'm not going to forget about it. So here I am adjusting the camera a little bit so that you can see that what I'm working on right now. I'm working on it's cooked. Obviously the hard part I'm not gonna add, the rubbery part, but This is around 350 to 500 grams of meat. It's called mutton here, maybe lamb. You can use lamb and beef for this recipe. To tell you the truth, the best one to choose for harissa, the meat, is the beef. It stands out. The flavor is just delicious. Share the live session with your friends and family. I'll be very grateful. I've separated it. I'm making hareesa, guys. This is my family recipe. I've already shared the recipe in my shorts. Do watch them later if you want to try cooking it at home. It's super easy. I find it really easy when I cook for only my family because it's a heavy dish, and if you're going to cook in a large quantity, it's really difficult to handle the wheat because it really gets heavy when it's getting cooked. So I like cooking it in really small quantities, enough for 1 or 2 families. Yeah, no more. But I've cooked for many more people before, about 5 to 6 families as well at a time. It's not that hard. The dish is really easy and tasty, very tasty. Okay, so here I have completely deboned the meat. I'm gonna wash my hands a little bit. Gonna clean my gloves a little bit. Excuse me. Great. I thought I'll come early today on live because the earlier you come, the earlier you finish your work, right? Hmm. So I've deboned the meat and I'm gonna add it later when it gets really soft and really gets cooked now, so that it's easy for it to blend through. Okay, I'm gonna keep checking on it. Oh wow, that's great. I soaked the wheat for about 2 hours in warm to hot water, not super hot water, water that's bearable enough to touch. I guess it's gonna get cooked fast. So for 50 grams of meat, I'm gonna use about 250 to 300 grams of wheat. Keep in mind the meat and the wheat might sound the same, but they're different. Excuse me, my son interrupted. I don't want it to be messy. By the way, I'm using non-stick to cook the wheat because sometimes when I'm not concentrating, it gets burned on the bottom. At the bottom it gets burned, right? So I use non-stick so it's easy for me to wash. But you can use any kind of copper you have. Cook it in stainless steel or anything you prefer. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep on mixing it because so that it's evenly cooked, right? Now why not cooked enough? going to lower the heat. It's getting quite aggressive. I'm going to split the splatter here and there, so you have to be far away from that it's getting cooked. Looking good. I'm going to check with my hands if it's squishy. Yeah. I'm going to cover it for 2 minutes. 2 to 3 or 5 minutes at most. And then add in the meat. Blend it. And then I'm going to add some oil and onion to it. Wait, excuse me. Yeah. Sorry, I just want to make sure it's not going to burn at the bottom. I'm not going to completely forget it. Cover and let it cook for about 2 minutes at most. Two minutes. Still waiting. This is basically our family recipe. Gonna add some more water to it. I don't want it to be really thick right now. Just a little bit, about 1 glass of water. Don't forget to adjust the heat. Cover it, just increase it now because I want it to cook quickly, as I've already mentioned. I don't want my life to be really long today. The meat is quite cooked, as you can see already. It seems to be cooked and really soft. So I'm gonna hand blend it In about 2 minutes, I'm going to hand blend it. There's not much happening today in the session because I've already prepared half of the things before. Yesterday my lab was really busy and I had a lot of people viewing my session. I'm going to use a hand blender in a moment. Add all the stuff in and then blend. So at this point I'm connecting my hand blender to the socket. I'm going to remove this. Check one last time. Okay, it's quite soft. Now I'm going to add the meat that I deboned into this mixture here. I'm going to give it a quick stir. Excuse me, sorry for the camera dance. And then again, I'm sorry. Oh my god. Wait a sec. Yeah, now it's better. Yep, it is. Give it a quick stir. Make sure it doesn't touch the bottom. Okay. And I'm gonna hand blend it now. I wonder if I'm gonna be able to show it to you right now. But don't worry, I'm gonna show it to you. A little bit of it. So I'm using a hand blender to blend all the stuff up. I'm sorry about this bladder, but just let me do it here on this side. It's gonna be easier for me. I'm gonna adjust the camera for you guys if you want. I'll just blend really quickly. Blend really well. Look how it's looking so far. Okay, looks great. Now I'm gonna let it cook for about, I guess, 15 minutes on low to medium heat. Look how it's looking right now. Can you see? Looks great though. Um, yeah, now I'm going to. Okay, I'll have to decrease the heat. So I'm adjusting the heat to very low because now it's almost, almost cooked. Can add water for it to cook because obviously it's a little bit thick. And just remove it from the blender as much as I possibly can. I don't want it to go to waste. And then I'm gonna adjust the salt and the chili. Yeah, you can see it popping now. Give it a good mix. Don't let it. I'm gonna add some water now. Okay, and I'm also going to try. I'm gonna see if it's gonna get easily cooked in this, or I'm gonna transfer it into a bigger pot to cook well. So yeah, what am I mixing it with? I'm gonna use this spoon now. Add some more water. Now we're gonna cook it for about 15 minutes on low heat. I'm gonna adjust the salt and the chili accordingly, according to the way we are gonna eat. We don't keep it very spicy. It has to be mild, otherwise will start tasting like halim, I guess. Giving it a good stir. And now I'm gonna cook it with it being covered for 15 minutes. There you go. Clean the rest up. Anyways, now I'm just gonna taste the salt up now. I'm gonna adjust the salt now. About half a spoon of salt in there. And now I'm gonna add some garam masala. Do I have garam masala? Yes, I do have garam masala. Thank you, Lala Kausar. Hello, hi. Hope you're doing good. Thank you, Tuba. Thank you, Ali Reza. It will be, inshallah. So I'm adding about 1 tablespoon of garam masala now and 1 in the end. You're gonna cook it on really low heat because it's sweet and um, it's gonna start swelling. So I don't want it to swell too much. I want it to just stay where it is now. Excuse me. Okay, that's great. Slightly open the window. Okay. Okay. अब मैं तड़का लगाऊंगी इसको थोड़े से प्याज का आप एक छोटा प्याज ले ले और उसका इसको तड़का लगा दे इस पॉइंट पे, ठीक है, थोड़े से ऑयल से, ठीक है। इसके ऊपर ऑलरेडी ऑयल डलेगा तो हमने इसको बिल्कुल ओवरलोड नहीं करना ऑयल से। तो ऑलरेडी मेरे पास ब्राउन अनियंस थे तो मैं अब इसके अंदर ऑयल डाल के इसको तड़का लगा दे रही हूँ, ठीक है। ऑयल की तरह 2 tablespoons of oil is enough for this, okay, not more. Already we are adding a lot of oil over it. I'm going to show you how we're going to make it. How do we eat it in the end? So you'll see, looks great, looks lovely. We just need the wheat to cook more. Looks lovely. Give it a good mix. Mix in all the garam masala and the salt that you added before. Make sure to check the bottom of the pan. It's not. Okay, I'm going to blend it once more later. Looks great though. मैं इसको ऊपर प्याज डाल दूंगी जो कि डालने वाले थे। ऑलरेडी told you कि मैंने इसके तड़के में ज़्यादा ऑयल नहीं डाला है। अब इसको मैं मिक्स कर दूंगी और इसको मैं ढक दूंगी और इसको मैं पकाऊंगी फॉर एटलीस्ट 15 minutes। तो हम थोड़ा सा और पानी डालेंगे इसमें। ऑलरेडी काफ़ी गाढ़ा है ये। थोड़ा सा और पानी डालेंगे इसमें, ताकि ये नीचे ना लगे ना। There you have it. That's it. That's enough. अच्छी तरह इसको मिक्स करके बस अब इसको भून देंगे और बस इसको थोड़ी देर में मैं आपको सर्व करके दिखाऊंगी कि हम ये खाते कैसे हैं। तो फॉरगेट इट, अगर आपका ये दानेदार है हरीसा और आपको इस तरह पसंद है तो आप इस तरह खाएं, वरना मैं आपको थोड़ी देर में इसको फिर और ब्लेंड करके दिखा दूंगी। हम लोग थोड़ा सा और ब्लेंड करते हैं इसको, बिल्कुल ऐसा नहीं होता है ये दानेदार टाइप। It's not, it does not have a lot of texture in there when we eat, so I'm gonna blend it more. There you have it. The water is mixed in well. I'm gonna cover it and leave it for about 10 to 15 minutes. Until then what? Until then I'll prep the garnishing for the harissa. और घी को गर्म करूँगी जो मैंने ऊपर डाल के आप लोगों को दिखाना है। घी को दूसरे पैन में I am heating up the ghee that I'm gonna use as garnishing for the harissa in the other pan. Thank you. Thank you, Tuba Khan. होने देते हैं। साइड पे हमारा घी जो है वो गर्म हो रहा है हल्की आंच पे। थोड़ी सी सॉल्ट की कमी है, so I am gonna add some more salt. This recipe is super easy, but it just takes some time to cook it. Cooking जो है उसका टाइम थोड़ा सा लंबा है, इसलिए मैंने बाकी चीज़ें प्रिपेयर पहले कर ली थी। अब मुझे समझ ही नहीं आ रही है कि मैं करूँ क्या इस टाइम के लिए ना, लेकिन हो गया है। अब मैं इसको थोड़ा सा और ब्लेंड करूँगी, थोड़ा सा हटाऊंगी इसको यहाँ से कैमरे के ऊपर से और इसको ब्लेंड कर दूँगी। नहीं करेंगे। शुक्र है इस ब्लेंडिंग मशीन की ज़्यादा आवाज़ नहीं है। ये नमक और ओके ब्लेंड हो गया है। I learned to cook this from my mother-in-law, and this is the second time I'm cooking it. She's gonna give the final verdict. But let me tell you, this is good. Tastes good. Anyways, अब इसको थोड़ा सा हम तेज आग पर इसको एक उबाला सा देकर, so I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna serve it in the bowl. I'm gonna serve it in a bowl to you guys, but normally we eat this with naans, so I'll be serving it with plain naan to my family. Plain ready-made naan. I didn't make the naans, by the way. Just let it come to a boil. When it comes to a boil, then I'm gonna serve it to you guys. I'm not gonna keep you waiting. थोड़ा सा और मैं इसको पकने दूंगी, लेकिन अभी I'm gonna right now show it to you guys how it will look in the end. So just let it come to a boil. Let it start popping. I'll add the recipe below. Make sure you subscribe my channel too, and like the live and like my shorts as well. I hope you're liking it so far. I know it's a bit boring. You just need to have patience. This recipe is all about patience. How much time it takes? So, to be honest, it does take time. I'm not gonna say it doesn't take time. It does take time. It takes about 1 hour at most if you're cooking everything together. Obviously prepping the garnishings and all. For example, the brown onions and the kebabs. And for this dalia itself, to cook, it takes about half an hour to cook really, really to be really squishy in the end. You have to cook it for about 30 minutes. But and the meat as well, you add 40 minutes for the meat. It needs to be cooked that much. मगर यही है कि जब अगर आपने पहले से चीज़ें प्रिपेयर की हो तो इतना टाइम नहीं लगता, जैसे कि मैंने आज किया हुआ था। मैंने कबाब पहले से बनाए हुए थे, गोश्त को पहले से गलाया हुआ था, इसलिए मेरा लाइव सेशन में लग रहा होगा कि ये तो 40 मिनट्स में असेंबल भी हो गया है। मैंने ऑलरेडी इस लाइव सेशन पे टाइटल ये रखा था कि मैं असेंबल करूँगी, तो ये बेसिकली है। तो लेकिन ज़ाहिर सी बात है, गोश्त को आपने गलाना है, उसको 40 मिनट लगेंगे कुकर के बगैर, ज़्यादा टाइम लगेगा। मीट को आपने गलाना है, इसको आधा घंटा से पौना घंटा लगता है पूरी तरह अच्छी तरह पकने में। फिर जो है ऊपर की चीज़ें जो आपने करनी है, आपने वो भी तो करनी ही होगी, तो वो भी करते 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 ऐसे रफली 2 आवर्स फॉर द होल डिश। मगर ये एक ही काफ़ी है ना, आपको इसके साथ और चीज़ें बनाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। ये सिर्फ एक ही चीज़ आप अगर डिनर में रख दें या नाश्ते में, तो ये बस एक ही चीज़ काफ़ी है। इसके साथ और किसी चीज़ का ज़रूरी नहीं है होना बिल्कुल भी, क्योंकि ये सिर्फ बहुत हैवी डिश है। ये लग रहा होगा आपको कि ये बस दलिया है, लेकिन अभी आपको मैं दिखाती हूँ कि इसकी फाइनल लुक क्या होगी, तो आप खुद ही देखेंगे कि ये क्वाइट हैवी है। अब ये देखें ना, इसको थोड़ा सा ये पॉप करने लग गया है। Just gonna mix it a little bit more ताकि ये एग्रेसिवली पॉप करे। बिफोर हैंड अगर आप कर लेंगे तो बहुत फ़ायदे में रहेंगे, जैसे मैं आज फ़ायदे में हूँ। क्या चाहिए? सो माय सन इज हंग्री। मैं उसको थोड़ा सा ये डाल के दूंगी ताकि फिर वो खाए और एंजॉय करे। वो चम्मच के साथ इसी तरह खा लेगा। अभी मैं आप लोगों को सर्व करके भी दिखाऊंगी कि ये किस तरह होता है। जस्ट गिव मी अ मोमेंट। Yes, so where was I? My son is hungry. I gave him some Hareesa to eat with a spoon. He likes eating it with a spoon as well. अगर जैसे नाम ना हो तो मेरा बेटा जो है ना, इसको चम्मच से भी खा लेता। इसको इतना पसंद है। बहरहाल कम बातें, काम ज़्यादा। I'm going to now show you how I'm going to serve it to you guys and my family as well. So here I am scooping some into the bowl. अब इसके ऊपर I will be adding some fenugreek leaves, मेथी, ठीक है? Then I'll add some brown onions which I fried beforehand. And next I am going to add the kebab that I made beforehand. Again, there you have it. Okay, and I'm gonna pour the ghee on the top of it. अब pouring की अब मज़ा तब आता है जब इसकी आवाज़ आएगी, ठीक है ना? तो I'm gonna see if it's gonna work for me or not today. We're just gonna find out. Okay, great, it's working. So I'm gonna pour the ghee over on the top, like so. There you have it. This is how we eat Hareesa. It's not a complicated dish, बहुत easy है, बहुत simple है, लेकिन और मज़ा भी बहुत आता है, trust me. लेकिन टाइम का है, अगर आप डेडिकेट कर दें अपना टाइम तो फिर आप मज़े की चीज़ खाएंगे। हर चीज़ में पता है, जिसमें मेहनत हो वो उसका एंड रिजल्ट भी अच्छा ही होता है। And I'm gonna have a taste test quickly for you guys. Oh, that's great. That's yummy. So this is the final look of the dish. इस तरह हम लोग सर्व करते हैं, मेथी, ब्राउन ऑनियन और ऊपर कबाब डाल के ऊपर घी का तड़का लगा के हम लोग इस तरह खाते हैं घर पे। उम्मीद है आप लोगों को ये रेसिपी पसंद आई होगी। रेसिपी भी नीचे लिख दूंगी। प्रोसीजर इसका थोड़ा लंबा है, लेकिन डरे मत, अगर आपने कुछ मज़े का खाना है तो उसमें थोड़ा टाइम लग सकता है। इट्स ओके, नो issues in that. Anyways, thank you for joining my live session, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. इसमें इतना ज़्यादा कुछ करने का नहीं था, क्योंकि मैंने पहले से ही किया हुआ था। अगर मैं करती तो मेरा 2 घंटे का लाइव सेशन होता, और ज़्यादा लोगों ने मुझे बातें बनानी थी कि इतना लंबा लाइव सेशन क्यों। तो बस, थैंक यू गाइज for watching my live, and see you in the next live session. Till then, bye bye. Take care.